Here we go. You want advice? I got advice for you right now. My boyfriend watches your show all the time, so naturally I became a fan as well. Oh wow, that's great. Your boyfriend's a good man. Try blowing him once in a while. Yeah, that's some good advice right there. With that said, I want to ask you advice on something. I've been at my job for 15 years. I get no respect from my boss and no recognition. I bust my ass, and the results of my work supersedes itself every year that passes. Recently, I've asked for a raise after giving a large number of extra responsibilities. That was months ago. I still haven't got a response or even a meeting to speak my piece. He just pushes me off. What should I do next? I'm really starting to get pissed off, and I've put too many years in to start over somewhere new. Well, listen, here we go. Number one, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone because there's two things you need to do. Number one, you got to start looking for another job. And this idea of you don't want to start over somewhere new, that's a real mental block you have because you got to stop thinking of it as starting new. You got to think of it more as a lateral move, right? Obviously, you have a skill set. So if you go somewhere else, you're not going to be starting over. And who the fuck cares if you start over? It sounds like they're treating you like a piece of shit here. Wouldn't you love to start over? That's the question I'm asking you. Number two, you have no leverage. You started taking on these extra tasks without asking for the raise. I got news for you. There's a simple rule to this world, and it's called more work, more money. Okay? And don't let any fucking Shylock out there try to tell you otherwise. Is Shylock a derogatory term? I think charlatan was the word I was looking for. Charlatan. Anyhow. That's right. More work equals more money. I love it. And managers and bosses will try to tell you otherwise. Well, you know, you have to put in, you got to go that extra mile of bullshit. Pay me. Show me where else in the business world you don't get paid for doing extra work. That's how life is. This ain't no fucking charity run. Pay me, bitch. What the fuck is going on here? All right. Here's the other thing. All right, you don't have any leverage. You spit out your leverage when you took on these extra tasks without asking for extra money. You know what you are? You're a glory hunter. So I'll do the extra work, no problem, boss. And then I'll get recognized. And number two, I got news for you, sweetheart. Okay? You sound like the type of person that does their job, they keep their head down, and they just plow away and they get the job done, right? Okay, those are the people that get steamrolled in life. Here's another thing you're going to have to do, and it's going to make you cringe. You got to turn yourself into the squeaky wheel, because the squeaky wheel gets the oil! And I know you hate to do it. I hate to do it too. And I know what you're thinking, well, you know, I don't want to be annoying. Well, guess what? It's time to be annoying. All right, the boss is asked for a raise. He brushed you off. And guess what? He didn't have to deal with you for months. What do you think? He's going to come tearing down the hallway or wherever the fuck you work? Hey, I want to talk to you about giving you that raise. No, this is not what managers and bosses do. Managers, let me give you the fucking dichotomy of boss and employee, all right? Employees try to do the least amount of work for the most amount of pay. And bosses try to give you the least amount of pay and make you do the most amount of work. So he's not going to chase you around to give you a raise, okay? You got to be the squeaky wheel, all right? Everybody, listen, everybody sees this person at work. They're the most annoying fuck alive. But guess what? They get whatever they want. They get the good days off. They get the good pay. They get the easy jobs because they don't shut their mouth. I have this woman that I work with. Thank God she doesn't work there anymore. She was the most annoying piece of shit. She would complain about everybody. She would complain about everything. And guess what? She had the bosses buckling at the knees every time she walked by. Because when the regionals would come or the president of the company would come to walk through and see how things were going, she would hide behind a wall and jump out right in front of the guy and start complaining about everybody. They would be sitting there like, is this woman fucking crazy? Well, guess what? She was fucking crazy. And at the end of the day, she got what she wanted. She would call the fucking regional managers every day. Every fucking day she would call them. Complaining about this, complaining about that. And guess what? She got what she wanted. I remember she dragged her manager in to the head manager. And I said, boy, what's going to happen here? Okay, she came out of that office with a big smile on her face, and her fucking manager came out of the office with his fucking tail tucked between his legs. You never saw anything like this in your life. I hated the woman. Because to me, she was just a fucking cry cunt. But guess what? I had to respect her. You had to respect her. Because she didn't take any shit, and she got what she wanted. So the other thing is leverage. Where's your leverage? You're going to go in asking for a raise. You got to start putting in resumes to other places. You got to go out and get job offers. Because the bottom line is like this. When you go to talk to the boss about a raise, it's like a Q Basic program. If this, then that. If this, then that. If I get a raise, then this. If I don't get a raise, then this. What are you going to tell the boss when he says, we can't give you a raise? Where's your leverage? What are you going to say? Well, I have a job offer somewhere else. I'm afraid I'm going to have to take that. And the boss might finally start to realize your value. Well, maybe we can work something out. And if you have, or you can bluff it, but let's face it, that's dangerous, right? That's a little too risky, right? You can bluff it. And number two, when you go to ask your boss again about this raise, he's going to blow you off again because he figures he can get rid of you for another couple months. So expect to get blown off again, and then you're going to have to make an immediate response. I mean, we're talking about the following day. You're going to have to crash into his office. And the other thing about asking about raises is you got to ask at the end of the day. Okay? People in life, they have no fucking timing, right? Anytime I wanted some time off or something like that, I always asked the boss when he was in the best mood. On a Friday afternoon, just before quitting time, when he's got a big smile on his face because he knows he's going to go home and get to drink away his fucking stress. That's when you ask. The other thing, honey, is I got news for you. It sounds like you're busting your ass. If this is a corporate environment, let me explain how the corporate environment works, okay? Or a union environment. The people that break their ass get shit on the most. That's the way it works. If you work in the private sector, it's a different story altogether. If you're working somewhere where you get paid based on your production, it's a different story. If you're a carpenter working with a crew and you bang out a house faster than ever, the crew's going to love you because the faster you work, the faster everybody gets paid. But when you work in the corporate environment, there's a hierarchy here. Okay? They don't like people that stand out from the rest. They try to shoot you down. Everybody does. Fellow employees and bosses. Fellow employees because you're making them look bad, and bosses because you look like a fucking threat. So the best thing you could do is go to work and be a fucking Momo. I'm sorry, that's the way it is in corporate America. You want to move up in corporate America, it's all about making friends with people. There you go. So stop focusing on work and focus more on getting to know your boss and not kissing his ass. Getting to know the person and, sneaking in there. Find out the hobbies. You know? Please, I had an ex-boss. He loved fucking going out in his Land Rover, going off-road. And that's all I needed to know. I used to tell him about my Bronco and how my Bronco was better than his Land Rover. And we go back and forth with that. He loved it. He loved me. There you go. What the fuck are you going to do? Talk to people. I got news for you. It's such a ridiculous joke. One time I was playing Frisbee with a fucking bucket lid. Okay? You want to know how you get rewarded at work? I was playing with a fucking Frisbee for about 45 minutes, throwing it back and forth, The fucking boss comes over. He goes, Jesse, I want to talk to you for a second. I said, oh boy. They call me playing Frisbee. He brings me down in the office. He sits me down. He goes, I want to give you this letter of recognition. You've been doing a really good job lately. I was like, yeah, I have. But anytime I ever stuck my neck out and broke my ass, I got nothing but a ball break. So, I mean, listen. It's up to you, honey. You know what? Grow some fucking balls and get your raise. Ah, boy, oh boy. Sip of coffee for solid advice. Oh, another, listen, another amendment to that piece of advice there. When you go in asking for your raise, know how much you want. Because he might ask you, what kind of raise you're looking for. Tell him exactly what raise you want. Don't just sit there and flip-flop and say, well, I don't know. And make it higher than you know you're going to get. Shock him. Shock him. Because if you're all going to get the raise, he's going to meet you in the middle somewhere. And if he knows your expectations are high, yeah, he'll have to go to the high end of what he's thinking. Because everybody's got a number in their head. Anyhow. All right. Dear Bedhead 1000, I'm a guy in his early 20s who's not satisfied with his height. I currently stand at 5'8" and 5'10" and a good pair of shoes. It's possible that I could keep growing up until the age of 25, but I don't want to wait around for that. How do I contend with my insecurities with my height and make up for it when it comes to women, since most women prefer their men taller? Thanks for being the best kept secret on YouTube. I show your channel to anyone who will listen. Well, listen. All right. It sounds to me like you're fucked up in the head. All right. And I could tell that just from this sentence right here. When it comes to women, since most women prefer taller men. That's in your head, brother. Okay. And number one, you're 5'8". You're 5'9". 5'9" with some shoes on? I got news for you. The average height of the American male is about 5'9". I bet it is. And we're the biggest people on planet Earth. You want to be tall? Listen, I'm 6'4". It's a living fucking nightmare. Oh yeah! You want to be so tall? Wait till you gotta start lifting things and your back's twisted up like a goddamn pretzel every day. And you can't buy clothes from the fucking normal store. And when you're 5'4", then your feet, for some reason, they gotta be a size fucking 14 or higher. And good luck finding shoes. I hate guys like you. Guys like you who are the perfect height. You can walk into a store, throw on a large, you're in good shape. I throw in a large, it's too short. I buy an extra large, it's too wide and too short. You think you got fucking problems? Or every time I walk by a fucking tall shelf, somebody wants me to get something down like I'm some type of goddamn giraffe? You gotta be shitting me. Your problem's in your own fucking head. You think women want tall guys. Sure, it's a thing. But there's a lot more to it than that. Dude, you gotta get over it, man. Gotta get over it. There's guys out there that got it where I got red hair! You know what it's like trying to get laid with red hair? I pull down my pants, it looks like my nuts are on fire. And you got problems? If I can get laid, anybody can get laid. Stop wasting my ink. Jesus Christ. I remember standing online at a club. And the guy behind me was like, wow. He's like, you're tall, man. And I got news for you. Tall people don't even think about it. I was like, yeah, he goes, wow, that's, what did he say? He said that I'd love to be tall. That's such power, he said. Power. It's not power, my friend. You want insecurity? Be tall. When you walk into a room and you're towering over everybody, I don't know about you, I don't like it. I feel like I can't blend in with the crowd. I feel like I feel like all eyes on me. It's terrible. So I fucking hunch over. And you ever see an old tall guy? Okay? Number one, they're either in a fucking wheelchair or they're bent like a fucking banana. Is that what you want when you're fucking 60, 70 years old? Alright? I'm already looking online at wheelchairs. What do we got here? Just fucking coffee. Yeah, people are driving me nuts. Hey, Bithead, I'm a college athlete, baseball player. I'm a junior now. For the first 2 years, I didn't have very high standards and was banging chicks left and right. I found a hot chick who wants to fuck a lot. She's on the soccer team. Hot blonde with a fat ass. You think I should just stick with her and get into a relationship? I now have a lot higher standards and only fuck girls who are at least an 8. I have to say no many times to girls asking to fuck who are a 6. Should I lower my standards and keep fucking tons of girls who are hot and alright, or just stick with this hot skinny blonde with a fat ass? That sounds like you should be giving me advice, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're a young athletic guy. What are you gonna do? You gonna get with this blonde here? What are you gonna get married? You're 20 years old. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get married? You're gonna get drunk one night, then she's gonna spit out some kids, and then the only thing you guys are gonna have in common is you're both sitting around with a big fat ass? I don't know, guy. It seems to me like you might be falling in love with this girl, but you can't admit it because you're some kind of fucking jock! Listen, man, you're gonna feel it, bro. You falling in love with this girl, then go be with her. If not, I don't know, you're 20 years... Listen, I broke up with a lot of chicks in my youth simply for the reason that I was so young. I love these girls. I really did. I loved them. But I said to myself, I would go out with them for a year or two and I'd say to myself, well, I'm fucking, like you said, like 19, 20. And I would think to myself, am I going to marry this one? I'm not going to marry her. I mean, I really care for her, but I'm not going to marry her. This is ridiculous. I'm too young to get married. And I would dump them on that grounds alone. It's hard. It was very hard. It's not easy. It's a painful thing when you really care about somebody and you got to dump them. Because you know it's going to cause problems for you later on in life. I knew that instinctively. So when am I going to marry this girl? I've only been with a couple of girls. I'm going to marry this girl and I'm going to be 40 years old. And these are the only experiences I'm going to have in my life. Think about it, brother. Alright. What are you going to say? And if you fall for a girl, you better watch out. I got news for you. My best advice in life when it comes to falling in love with a girl, fall in love with a couple girls. And I'm not saying at the same time. Because what's going to happen is you're going to fall in love with a girl and you're going to be like, wow, this is crazy. I'm head over heels for this girl, right? But then things might not work out. I've been in this situation. And then you move on, and then you meet another girl, and you fall even deeper. And you're like, whoa, I'm really bananas for this chick. Like doing crazy things, right? And then you think to yourself, now wait a second. I thought love was with this girl. That was love. And then I met this girl and fell even deeper. Then you start thinking to yourself, does it go even deeper than this? So it's like, you can't gauge. When you fall for a girl, you can't gauge it. It's a weird thing. How deep do the waters go? Think about that. That'll fuck with your head a little bit. And that only comes from life experience. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to fall with a girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, Bithead. My best friend of 4 years has a really cute sister. All right. I already know where this one's fucking going. The answer is no. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I've always secretly wanted to date her. Recently, this past month, I confessed my feelings to my friend. Though annoyed at first, he seemed to be supportive of the chance of us together. The problem lies with the fact that I'm kind of a guy with no filter. I like to make dark jokes and have a lot of fun. However, his sister seems more innocent and laid back. She just recently got a new bland and boring boyfriend, but I still want to fuck her. But I also don't want to ruin my relationship with my friend. What should we... What do you want, drugs? You don't fuck your sister, your best friend's sister. You don't fuck your friend's sisters. It's out of the question. It's out of the question. What's the matter with you? And I thought for a second there you were trying to get into a relationship with her. That's one thing. As long as you talk to your buddy and you get his blessing. I mean, then then you could date his sister, but you can't just go after her to fuck her. What's wrong with you? You're wasting my toner. You people fucking bananas out there. What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know. I gotta switch to coffee for booze. You people are driving me fucking nuts here. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Ba ba ba. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ba ba ba. I'm writing you in desperate need of guidance. At the time we were expecting our firstborn, my little boy is okay. What, you don't think it's fucking cold out here? My little boy is about 8 months old now and just started crawling. It's been one hell of a year. Hell in capital letters. Learning how to be a parent. Our little guy is getting into everything and refuses to cooperate when getting his diaper changed. His shit gets bigger and bigger by the day, and it seems normal these days to be covered in it and not give a damn because I'm so tired and numb to it now. My question is, how did you survive the first year? How do you still make time for yourself despite the demands of you between work and family? How can I stay sane? Please liberate me. Okay, well, listen, I got news for you. The first year? The first year's a fucking dream. Alright, I don't know who came up with this idea of having kids, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a living nightmare! And don't get me wrong, I love my son. But these kids are a goddamn nightmare. And I'm a selfish guy. Okay? I'm selfish about everything. About my stuff. I'm selfish about my time. I'm a selfish guy. And the thing about kids is, you're going to have to learn how to give it all away. Give everything away. Give away your stuff. Give away your time. Give away your patience. Give it all away. That's the only way you're going to survive. And you got to accept it. Because you think one is tough? Okay, this kid doesn't even really have a thinking brain yet. Wait till he's 3 years old. And they start talking and running and misbehaving and being deviant. Oh, it's coming, brother. And let me tell you something. I thought to myself, oh my God. When I first had my son, I'm like, oh my God. Is this what I'm going to have to deal with? It's going to get easier, right? It's going to get easier. And everybody I talk to, they say, oh no. Wait till he starts walking. Wait till he starts talking. And I'm like, what? Well, what? When does it get easier? Wait till he becomes a teenager. It never gets easy. But what I will tell you is, and I guess this is the positive piece about having kids, you're going to learn something about time management. And this is the real positive part, my friend. You're going to find time where you never even knew time existed. Okay? I have more time now than I've ever had before. How about that? Oh, yeah. Forget about Navy SEALs, buddy. This is the real deal right here. Sleep deprivation, torture tactics, audially and physically, okay, deadlifting. This is like you have no idea. Spend the day with a 3-year-old and have things that you want to get done. You ready for this? Load them in and out of the car seat. Carry them because they want to be carried everywhere they go. You physically, mentally. Dada, look at this. Dada, look at that. Dada, look at this. Dada, look at that. Dada, look at this. Dada, look at that. It's like, But seriously, and everybody's gonna let me tell you something right now. Listen, the bottom line is when it comes to time management, okay, you're gonna find time that you never knew existed. I thought I had no time before I had my son, and I realized that I had mountains of time. And I found a way to organize. You're gonna organize and manage your time a lot better. You're gonna be a more efficient, productive person. I promise you that. You gotta figure it out, bro. Why do you think I'm up at 3:15 in the fucking morning? It's the only time I get a little peace and quiet and get anything done. Congratulations on having your kid, by the way. Speaking of kids, I'm Bithead 1000, and I want to be like your father. And you come to me for advices. So it's not that hard for me to give you the wrong advices. Email down below. You got questions, I got answers. I want to help. I really want to help. Send them my way.